The other day, or maybe it was last week, when was it? I can't remember when it was. Fuck it, I'll style it out. At some point in the past, I was having a conversation with my friend Josh, who makes videos on YouTube under the guise of Posh Jerry, about James Bond, and he asked me if I liked it, and I said, yeah, it's alright. And then he told me that he'd made a video on his Collab channel about James Bond, because apparently it's 50 years of James Bond this year. And he asked me if I'd make a video response to his video that he did on the Pointless Collab, in which he answered a James Bond questionnaire that he'd made up. I just kind of said yes, to placate him, if anything. And then the whole punk rock thing happened, which is my humorous way of saying I forgot to do it. And now, ages later, I'm doing it. I quite like James Bond. I've seen most of them. I like the books quite a lot. I've got a few of them. I enjoy them. My favourite James Bond film is Live and Let Die, and the reason for that is I just like it. The Live and Let Die song from the film is the best Bond theme song that's ever been released. If you don't like it, then you're an idiot. I find it really funny and exciting, and yeah, it's just everything. It's just really rather enjoyable. My favourite Bond is Roger Moore. I know that all the purists like to say Sean Connery, but let's be honest, Sean Connery was a bit shit. Such a wooden actor. Even George Lazenby was better than him. Oh, that's going to upset a few people. Roger Moore played Bond as a comedy character, because Bond is a comedy character when you think about it. What sort of spy can go into any pub or any bar in the world and have the barman know his name and what his favourite drink is? Also, I think Roger Moore was probably pretty much the closest to how Ian Fleming imagined James Bond. I know that he was quite different in that he had blonde hair and stuff, but kind of the sort of British man that he was, I think makes him absolutely perfect as Bond. I don't know what my agent name would be. I don't think I'd like to be a spy. I'll play. I would be 007 and my agent name would be James Bond, because let's be honest, if I wanted to be an actor, I'm clearly the sort of person that they would pick to play the next James Bond. Look at me. I'm a suave, sophisticated British man. The worst Bond was clearly George Lazenby, because he wasn't an actor and he was just a bit shit. But I also really hate Sean Connery. I really love Eva Green, Vesper in Casino Royale. I know that she wasn't really a typical Bond girl, in that she wasn't sort of blonde and busty, but good God, that's a perfect woman. She's the epitome of sexiness as far as I'm concerned, and that's what Bond girls should be. So yeah, Eva Green. In The World Is Not Enough, he had a car that he could drive using his mobile phone. Quite like that, because that's sort of a believable one. In Die Another Day, he had a car that could go invisible, and that's ridiculous. But yeah, I quite like the remote control car, just because it's sort of a feasible thing. I can't remember the character's name, but it's the guy who was played by Christopher Lee in You Only Live Twice. I think he was a really cool Bond villain. Mainly just because I think that Christopher Lee is awesome. But yeah, that one. There we go, Josh. I did it. I said I'd do it, and I did it. I know that it's ages later, but I did it. Normal service, i.e. the sort of random shitty videos that I do on this channel, will be resumed at some point in the future. And if you like James Bond, why don't you make a video response answering the questions for yourself, or just give the answers in the comments, or, you know, do whatever you want.